about cover up and also making some Vietnamese shrimp spring rolls. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Let's see what we need for our ingredients. So we're going to see what we need for our ingredients, and be sure to look here below and in the description box so that you know what you need to make this master creation with me. So today, I said we're making Vietnamese spring rolls, and they're going to be shrimp. You can make them with tofu, crab, or chicken, any kind of meat or non-meat if you want a vegetarian style that you'd like. These are customizable to you. And guess what? This one is a really quick and easy recipe that you can grab and go when you're busy at work. So today we're going to use shrimp, and I already have pre-cooked shrimp here. You want to utilize some pre-cooked shrimp. You're also going to want to have some cilantro and green onion. Additionally, you're going to need mint leaves. Yeah, we're putting some mint flavor in there. And some cucumber, carrots, and purple cabbage. Cause what is our motto here? We eat with our eyes, right? We want colors, beautiful colors to come through in our spring rolls. And we need to wrap it up with something. So we're gonna use these rice paper shells. We'll moisten them and then we'll put our fillings on the inside and cover them up. And we're going to make it with a peanut dipping sauce that's going to be good to go with it. Now to make our peanut dipping sauce, we're going to either need peanut butter, or you can use true nut or PB powder. It's the powdered version of peanut butter, and it's a lot healthier for you because it really only has peanuts, crushed peanuts. So we're gonna need that. We're also gonna need some soy sauce. I prefer either low sodium soy sauce or tamari. That would work really well in here. We're also going to need some fish sauce. And if you're not a fish person, you can omit this. And rice wine vinegar. I like the one that's flavored, so I'm using roasted garlic today to give my peanut sauce a little bit of extra flavor. And then you're gonna either want some chili garlic sauce or utilize garlic and chilies and make your own sauce. That's all the ingredients that we need for today, so let's get cooking. Now that we know what our ingredients are, we're gonna start by prepping our vegetables so that we can put into our spring roll. So we're going to start with the cucumber. We're gonna take, I already halved it, so we're gonna take this half, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sticks so that can go into the spring roll. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and then I'm going to cut each half in half again. And now that I have those two halves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it with the palm of my hand, and I'm going to go lengthwise and cut these halves in half so that they create sticks. Just like that. And then I'm going to take it and cut it in half again so that I have sticks like that. I'm going to do the same thing with my other half that I have here. Again, cutting it in half. And you can separate it so you can make it easier on yourself. So you can cut these two sides in half. And what you want to do is you're going to want to put it together. Put your palm down. Just go across like that. Then cut. So we're going to place those to the side, and if you want them to be slightly smaller, you can just go ahead and cut them down individually if you want smaller sticks, like that. So we're going to go in next with our purple cabbage, and we're just going to make a rough chop for this one, just so that we have bite-sized pieces. So I'm cutting it in half and doing the same thing like I did with my cucumbers, except I'm just going to go across. And just make some bite-sized pieces so that when I break it up, like that, it's just small bite-sized pieces that'll go into the rice paper wrapper. And if you want it more chopped up, you can just chop it up a little bit more. Next, we're going to go in with our carrots. And we're going to take our carrots and we're just going to make sticks like we did with the cucumber. So we're going to go in half, and then with our carrots, we're just going to go across and make some be just cutting our carrots down. We've already done our cucumbers. We're cutting our carrots down so that they're sticks, so that we can put into our spring rolls. And today we're making enough for one serving. Usually about 2 to 3. I'm going to make 4 whole spring rolls today. If you're really hungry, you can eat all 4. And these are healthy, light snacks. They can be a snack, they can be a lunch, depending on how many you're eating. But it's really healthy and delicious and very colorful. And full of antioxidants and veggies so that you're getting all the nutrients that you need. So I'm just continuing to work on my carrots, making sure to make sticks out of them. And it's okay if all my ingredients are mixing together. They're going to be mixing together in our wrapper when we make it. I'm going to do this last half. Alright, so we have those cut up. Next we're going to go in with our mint leaves. And what I like to do is I like to take the bottoms of my mint and then I roll it up so it makes like a little package, like that. And then I do a thing called julienne. You just chop up and cut up the sides. It makes ribbons out of the mint. And you can do the same thing with basil or any other kind of stemmed big leaf herb. So it'll look like that. So that's all ready to go. We'll put that to the side. Next we're going to go in with our scallions. Now you want to make sure that you cut off the whites. We don't want to use the whites in this. We just want the green parts. And we're just going to do a nice little rough chop for that one as well. Just make some little medallions like that. And we'll place that to the side. And finally, we're going to take some cilantro. We're going to take a bunch of cilantro here, and again, another rough chop. You just want to break up the pieces so they're not large pieces inside of your wrapper. So now that I have all my ingredients all nice and ready to go, I'm going to make some space on my board, but I need to use all of this, so I'm going to keep them together. And I'm going to take my rice paper wrapper. So my rice paper wrapper is hard, unflexible, can't really move it. So how would you roll this? You can't. So what we take is some warmed water. I have some warmed water here. And what we do is we dip the rice paper wrapper in the warm water in order to loosen up the rice so that it's not as hard. So you want to just dip it and make sure that you got all of the edges. And you're going to place that line face down on your sheet or your board that you're working with. So then we're going to take our shrimp. And you want to use about 3 shrimp per wrapper. And we're going to just put the shrimp down the middle, like so. So straight down the middle with the shrimp. To the side of the shrimp, we're going to want to take a couple of bit of our cucumbers and put that on the side. Here we are, we're starting to build the color. So we put our cucumbers down. Next, I'm going to take some of my cilantro and put it on top of my shrimp. So there's that right there. Then I'm going to take some of my carrot and put it on the opposite side of the shrimp. Same, right down the middle. Next, I'm going to take some of my purple cabbage and put that on top of the cilantro. Next, going in and taking some of the mint and putting that on top, just a little bit, not too much. And then finally going in and taking our scallion and putting that on top. So now we have all of our ingredients in our wrapper. doing that, our wrapper has gotten really soft. You can kind of see like how flexible it is. So we want to take the two edges of our wrapper and bring it to the center, crossing them over one another. And it'll stick to itself when it's nice and wet and moist. So then we're going to take the edges, the bottoms of our wrapper, and we're going to bring those up. And then we'll bring that up. And there we have it. We have a spring roll all nice and ready and tucked and covered, ready to go. So we're going to make some more of these. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take our wrapper. You're going to want to dip it, like I said, in the water, making sure to cover all of the wrapper so that it's soft. Take off the excess. Put the water to the side. And you're going to take 3 shrimp down the middle. Make it look pretty because you were serving this and you want it to look really nice. Then you're going to take your cucumber. You're going to put it on one side. One side of the wrapper. Then you're going to take your cilantro and you're going to put it on top of your shrimp. And then you're going to take your carrot and you're going to put it on the other side. Like that. Next, you're going to take your purple cabbage. Take a little bit of that and put that on top. Break it up a little bit so it's not big huge clumps all in there. Then you're going to go in with your mint. And you don't have to exactly do it in this order. You can do any order you like. But we're going to take our scallion. Some scallion. Like I said, our wrapper, as it's been sitting, has been getting soft. So we're going to take our 2 sides again and bring them to the middle. Let it stick on each other. Then take the bottoms and bring it up. And you can, it's stretchable, so stretch it and bring it down. And there you have it. Have another spring roll. So we have our beautiful spring rolls sitting right here, and we're going to make our peanut dipping sauce so that we can enjoy these with it. So, like I said, we just need a few ingredients to make our peanut dipping sauce, and we're going to start off with using our true nut or our PB powder or peanut butter if you have that. So we're going to take about 2 tablespoons, maybe 2 and a half. Peanut powder. We're going to go ahead and, this is spicy, so if you like your stuff really spicy, I'd add a good amount, but if you don't, then don't. But I'm going to add about a full tablespoon of that in there. And then go in next with our soy sauce or using tamari, whichever you decide to use. And we're going to just put about a tablespoon and a half of that in there. Next, I'm going to go in with our rice wine vinegar. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of that. And then we're going to go in with our fish sauce. And this is what's going to help to add some salt as well as the soy sauce. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of that as well. We want to mix all of this up together. And you want it to be thick, but not too thick. So if you need to add some water to it, you can to make it a little bit less thick. Or you can add some more of your vinegar. It's a bit thick, so I'm going to add some more vinegar to it. But I'm also going to balance it out. If I add more vinegar, I'm going to want to add a little bit more of my soy sauce because the vinegar is really tart. So I'm going to want to add a little bit more of my soy sauce and a little bit more of my fish sauce. And mix that around. There we go. Scrape the sides, make sure you're getting all of that peanut butter powder in there. And you don't really need to add any sugar to this for sweetness because the peanut butter is pretty sweet within itself. But you can add a little bit of stevia if you want it a little bit sweeter. I personally like more of a savory taste. So we're going to give this a taste, make sure it tastes good. Perfect. It's tart, tangy, a little bit spicy, but you can taste the peanut. We're going to place this on the side. And there we have it. We have our Vietnamese shrimp spring rolls. And there we have it, our Vietnamese shrimp spring rolls with our peanut dipping sauce. These look amazing and I cannot wait to try it. I hope you're ready to try these because these are quick and simple and easy and they look so delicious. We have all of our lovely filling in there and we're going to dip this into our sauce. And we're going to taste. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good. Let's take a bite. That peanut dipping sauce, it really does take it up a notch. It tastes so good. It tastes fresh, it tastes delicious, and it tastes a little bit spicy. Delicious. That one bite was absolutely delicious. Now remember in the beginning of the video, I said that we're going to be talking about cover it up. Well, I have a little food for thought for you for today. My scripture reference is John 8:7-11. And in this scripture, Jesus is talking to a woman who the Pharisees brought had committed adultery. Now, during this, Jesus was covering that woman and stated to everyone out there that he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. And of course, nobody casted a stone because everyone falls short and everyone had sin. But during that, Jesus was hovering over that woman. Now, you're probably wondering, how does this relate to these Vietnamese spring rolls? Well, just as we covered the shrimp with the rice wrapping paper, so must we be covered by the Holy Spirit so that the enemy's attacks cannot penetrate us. So it's important for us to know we gotta stay covered up. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Faith in Food. If you liked what you see, be sure to subscribe to this channel and share this with at least 2 of your friends so they can join the foodie fam. Also, hit that like button on Facebook.